This is Jeopardy!
And we are back with Jeopardy, both competitors still in with a lot of chances to win. Let's take it over to Carbine's Pride. Carbine? I'll take being a YouTuber for 1,000, Jeff. Alright, let's see. Being a YouTuber for 1,000, please.
This video idea is good and will get views.
What are obscure indie games from 2015? Ooh, what a heartbreaking failure. Turns out, people really don't give a shit about those games. Next up, Carbine's Greed. I'll take being a YouTuber for 500, Jeff. Okay, being a YouTuber for 600, please.
This is a good free game for mobile devices.
What is Genshin Impact?
This is culturally inappropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears my previous video on mobile games was quite successful, especially on the Vietnamese side. After all, smartphones are undoubtedly the most accessible gaming platform on earth, and I think in Vietnam in particular, where for us a mid-budget PC game is equivalent to 4 days worth of food, it's hard not to gravitate towards the freebies. However, I saw something the other day that pissed me off. Something that provoked me, rage-baited me so hard that I crawled out of my comforting routine of YouTube and nothing to make this very video.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
Yeah, this is the type of dredge that the youth have been downloading in Vietnam. And I'm not disappointed because they want Minecraft for free, although you could just get an APK. I'm disappointed because they could do so much better in terms of Minecraft clones on the Google Play Store. And hey, just for good measure, I'll add another 6 games to this video. Why not? And here are the requirements on the screen. Basically, anything mobile games do not. I have also personally playtested these games and affirmed their quality before making this list, but I've excluded some games that are not of my personal taste. If you have some suggestions for great free games on mobile, leave a comment down below for everyone to see. And so, without further ado, let's go. Minecraft, being the highest selling video game on God's green earth, means that it inevitably gets cloned and ripped off. A lot. There is a whole bustling industry for games that ape Minecraft in one way or another, and some of the rip-offs have even garnered their own communities. But while those games are often low quality, ad-spamming, money-grubbing scams from China, this one was made just for the love of the game. What I'm showing you is Luanti. It is a free and open source voxel-based game engine with a primary focus on being a platform for community content. Notice how I said it was an engine, not just a game. It's like Gary's Mod in a sense that they just give you the assets and the engine, and you're free to do whatever the hell you want with it. And so they did, and it's called Voxel Libre. I'm showing you footage from the PC version for convenience, but I've tested it on my phone and it's basically identical. First, install Luanti on the Google Play Store or from their website. Then, open the app and install a game. Find Voxel Libre and press install. Then, wait for it to finish, create a world, and log in. As you can see, it's familiar yet legally distinct. There's almost no friction if you played Minecraft before, because this is Minecraft. You punch the tree, you make a crafting table, you craft a pickaxe, you've seen it all before. Peaceful animals run around with their babies and drop raw meat when killed. You can make boats to travel across the water and even find abandoned shipwrecks. You can get killed stupidly by pillagers you didn't even know were implemented. And when it turns night, all the mobs you know and love come out the exact same way. I went into creative mode to see all the different mobs and items, and I was shocked at how much of the cast is here. They even have potion brewing and elytras, though I could never figure out how to use the firework rockets to fly. I went through a naturally generating nether portal in the surface to find their beautiful rendition of this dimension, as well as the excellent music. It is a hauntingly beautiful piece that's been crafted with love. Note to self, use this game's OST in case C418's music gets content ID'd. I also tried making an end portal, but I couldn't get it to work at all for some reason. Put a 3x3 square with all eyes in place. What the hell, man? But then I looked up a guide to making an end portal, and it turns out you have to stand in the center and make all the frames face towards you before it finally works. Okay, and so what? The tutorial was for Minecraft.
Go Madden.
The attention to detail in Voxel Libre is absolutely phenomenal. You can tell the developers love Minecraft and went to every length to make this game as source accurate as possible. Let's bang out some more features, shall we? It has multiplayer and surprisingly active public servers, though I haven't tested them myself. It has mod support, although pretty meager in quantity, and it runs well on both my PC and my phone. And oh yeah, if you remember, Voxel Libre is just one of the many games available on this platform of Luanti. I was thoroughly impressed by both Luanti and Voxel Libre, and I hope the devs continue to support these projects because it never hurts to add one more member to the anti-Minecraft Minecraft Club. And I believe we're going to have quite a theme of community contributions in this episode, because next up is the greatest mod website I have ever seen. Look at that beautiful themed background. The tasteful custom font. Oh my god, it even has the logos.
It could be worse, though. At least I'm not getting stabbed by some random guy on the street. See, it's the exact opposite. Oh, it happened anyway.
Cut the Rope, a name that is in the pantheon of mobile gaming giants, in the same breath as Angry Birds and Jetpack Joyride and Fruit Ninja. And to tell you the truth, they've been doing things a lot better than Rovio. To start with, they've kept every single game they released on Google Play fully updated to work on modern devices, but they also sell premium versions of them for just $1. Added on to that, their track record is incredibly strong, with Cut the Rope 1, Experiments, 2, Time Travel, and Magic all being highly praised. But wait, you might say, these games are infested with constant ads, and you would be right, which is why I'm here to introduce you to Cut the Rope Home, the greatest fan site for Cut the Rope you could ever possibly wish for. As you can see, they've all been laid out very neatly. Upon clicking download, you will see that the best version of the game is marked by a star, indicating that that app is the most compatible with modern devices and has 0 ads. Simply install the APK and you're pretty much good to go in enjoying one of the best casual puzzle games of the 2010s. But wait, you might say again, this is a vertical game. How in the hell are you playing it in widescreen? Well, actually, there are multiple great ways to play the game in widescreen on PC. The first is through decompilation projects of both Cut the Rope 1 and Experiments. This means you can play them natively on Windows with no emulator required. The second way is via yellowsuit.page, which is an incredible website full of web games. I recommend Cut the Rope H5DX in particular, because it seems that most other games have uncapped FPS and are therefore way too fast. In my opinion, Cut the Rope is one of the greatest toilet games ever. Each level is only about 20 seconds to a minute at most, and the puzzles are clean and feel satisfying to pull off. You relate to this green little goblin thing, and you also relate to liking big round candies, so you want to see him munch on them and smile. I guarantee you that instead of Om Nom it was put the basketball in the net, this franchise would have never made it out of 2010. Out of all the games I tested, Cut the Rope Magic was my definite favorite. The shape-shifting and physics gimmicks were great, and they maxed out Om Nom's cuteness stat for this game. Like, look at him! They even show him during the results screen for maximum cuteness exploitation, and bless them for that. This game also has an active modding scene, as seen here. There's an easy-to-use level editor, multiple fan-made games, and even Kaizo mods. Yes, I found Cut the Rope Home through these Kaizo videos, and they even do verifications like Geometry Dash. I tried one called Ascension to Heaven, and they started playing the song Ascension to Heaven by Zai. Anyway, I'm thankful for the Cut the Rope community for this wonderful website, and it seems like a great one to be part of, and I hope you all check it out and enjoy the great games.
And release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
Sometimes you don't want the excitement. I mean, not that the games in this video have been very hyperactive in the first place, but sometimes you need something tailor-made for relaxation. A moment to just peel your mind back and take a breather amidst the exhausting pace of 21st century life. Alto's Adventure is a game that I often feel is overlooked among the pantheon of mobile legends. No, not you. It's an infinite runner game where all you do is snowboard down a giant mountain while jumping over obstacles. And honestly, that's all it needs to be, because the main highlight is its presentation. The art style is flat and geometric, reminiscent of Monument Valley, another all-timer game. The colors are understated and soft, but when combined still create vibrant and striking scenery. As you go down the mountain, time changes. The day-night cycle is this game's greatest graphical triumph. The sun rising and peaking around the mountains, changing the lighting into these beautiful hues that would make 2013 Instagram jealous. The smooth, mountainous curves are peppered by architecture you can skate on and do tricks with, reminding me of those times you imagined a man running across the buildings out of a car window during a road trip. And of course, the music. I can feel my soul getting healed just listening to it. And it leads me to my favorite feature in the game, Zen Mode. Yep, whereas other free games would stuff the game with ads to suck the coins out of your pocket, this game not only has no pop-ups, but a mode where you can play infinitely. You can simply slide down the mountain while listening to a unique soundtrack from the standard game. Alto's Adventure is a beautiful game that was clearly made from love. It thinks everything of you and your experience and expects nothing in return. I believe that everyone owes themselves to at least try this game out, especially if you find yourself often getting stressed and needing a temporary reprieve. On a side note, I also tried to play its sequel, Alto's Odyssey, but the game literally wouldn't start no matter how hard I tried. Oh well. Alright, you know the drill. These are the honorable mentions, which means they are the games that perfectly match up with my criteria for actually free games, but either did not have that much to talk about or did not appeal to me personally. But still, they're right here for people to see, and hey, if you've been enjoying this video, please be so kind as to leave a like or maybe even a subscription. Thank you very much, and enjoy. And first up is Chiki's Chase, which is a free endless runner / roguelike featuring a cute little chicken and heavily inspired by Kirby. You can run, jump, and shoot lasers out of your mouth, and at each checkpoint you can buy health and upgrades to try and last as long as possible. A unique combination of genres that I've never seen, and it plays very well. Second is Cytoid, which is basically just Cytus, but open source and fully community supported. I haven't played this game in a long while, to be honest, but I remember enjoying it, and the more free rhythm games there are, the better. And finally, Techmino. It's Tetris on mobile. Come on. Alright, it's time for the main event, and you just know that your boy had to go back to the old well. But to be honest, after playing it, I have absolutely no reservations about putting this game on this list. You know, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring recently. No! Again! Again! Tại sao nó lại... Lúc nào muốn thì nó không nhai. Lúc nào muốn thì nó không... So when I tried out some PvZ2 mods for this video, the slow, plodding pace of their early games and how every level in them can be beaten without thought or variety made me kind of frustrated. FromSoft had accustomed me to accepting high difficulty as a real way to enjoy games, and by God, I wanted more. Enter PvZ Shuttle. Plants vs. Zombies Shuttle is a mod of the Chinese version of Plants vs. Zombies 2 that has been around forever. It was always considered that weird Chinese mod in contrast to the mods that were popular at that time, and it had quite a negative reputation. Shuttle was considered a Kaizo mod, meaning it's balls hard and appealed only to the most curious or the most hardcore masochists in the world. However, this has changed. At least from my own experience, Shuttle seems to have taken feedback from their 6 years of history and significantly toned down the game's difficulty, from absolute bullshit and unfair to difficult but beatable in a few tries. And to me, it feels good. But first off, some technical details. To install this mod, you must first go to their official website, link in the description, and download both the APK and OBB files. After installing the APK, you have to open the game, click play, and see the screen that says 0 megabytes out of 0 megabytes. Then close out of it, go to your file manager, look for Android, then OBB PVZ_shoe, and paste the OBB file into there. Now, you can go back and launch the game normally. You can see the enhanced difficulty right from the goddamn tutorial levels with the giant amount of bucket heads. And upon starting Ancient Egypt, it makes itself much clearer. This game's levels are as hard as they are fast. That's what she said. Each level only takes half as long as one in vanilla, but it's compensated by increased quality and quantity of zombies. Some levels are easier than others, but there are none that you can simply sleepwalk past. I will admit though, that some of them can get out of hand fast. For example, this level in Big Wave Beach, where all you had at your disposal were some bowling bulbs to survive this fucking onslaught. And if you somehow made it to the end, they bring some goddamn gargantuars for you to deal with using these things. Come on, man. The power-ups were practically forced on my hand. Yeah, I'm not arguing for this, but I did see some YouTubers playing Shuttle use power-ups like it's no problem, so when in Rome. Next, this mod has a ton of content. In fact, Shuttle has the most levels out of any PvZ2 mod I know of because it's chock full of Chinese exclusive content as well as original content. Just look at this. Of course, I don't really know how good they are since I don't have 30 hours to spend, but what can you do? But I know that the best out of all of them is the GTA San Andreas world. Look at that. The overworld map has floating Cadillacs and basketball hoops, the Zluckenbell, and just listen to the music. It's so beautiful. The PvZ2 modding community seems to be backing Shuttle as well, because just recently, there was a 3-way collaboration between Reflourished, Shuttle, and another mod called Edgist for events that appear in all 3 games. This mod is actively updated, and in my opinion, there's never been a better time to hop into it if you like your PvZ more on the spicy side. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. It is a long time coming, I know, like all my videos, but I hope you understand that every video is a battle between me and myself to get it done. And also my way of making videos is incredibly inefficient and time consuming. So yeah, I'm gonna need to work on that if I actually want this as my job. The next video, fingers crossed, I can get started working on Elden Ring. It's gonna be my first hour-plus long video in a long time. I feel like I have the chops to do it, and it's gonna be a very enlightening experience for future Carbine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a sub, leave a share to all your friends who still play Genshin Impact. Thank you all for watching. Peace. Let's go.